Most people aren't as productive as they could be. As a result, they lose out on their careers, relationships, and health. Here are 3 strategies to fix that. First, ask the extrapolation question. Several times throughout the day, I ask myself the extrapolation question. If today is my blueprint for the next 10 years, what will be my results? Let's say I worked several hours on my content, went to the gym, and talked to an attractive stranger. The results in 10 years from now? I will have a successful personal brand, be fit, and have a fulfilling love life. But if I went to my 9 to 5 today, watched 2 hours of Netflix afterward, and threw a box of Hot Pockets in the microwave, 10 years from now, the consequences will be disastrous. I will be overweight, hate my life, and have no romantic prospects. It all comes down to compound interest. Do the right things for long enough, and you will experience exponential growth. It's inevitable. But do the wrong things for long enough, and your life will eventually spiral out of control. Compound interest works both ways. In theory, all of us understand this. But on an everyday basis, we struggle to connect the dots. To prevent this, always ask yourself the extrapolation question. If today is my blueprint for the next 10 years, what will be my results? If you like this video so far, please consider subscribing to my channel. This will help me build my reach and produce more videos like the one you're watching. It's just a click, but for me it makes a big difference. Thank you. Second, be a creator, not a consumer. At this point, we are all addicts. We are addicted to our screens. If you think I'm being dramatic, just try going without your smartphone and your laptop for a week. The withdrawal symptoms you will experience are just as real as with alcohol or drugs. This screen addiction is a massive productivity killer. Our digital notifications now dictate what we pay attention to. Waste your limited attention on Instagram and you won't get much else done. To be clear, I'm not saying you shouldn't use digital tools. I am looking at a smartphone as I record this, but I'm doing so as a creator. Digital devices are fantastic for creating. You can film YouTube videos with them, write blog articles, do graphic design, develop software, etc. All of these behaviors are non-addictive. On the contrary, they require self-discipline. They also create value for others. Do them for long enough and you will get paid for them. Therefore, always be a creator, never a consumer. If you're not creating, be away from all screens. Third, get over perfectionism. More often than not, what stops us from being productive is not a question of time management. Rather, it is about fear of failure. We are afraid of falling short and then getting criticized. For example, you might procrastinate on writing your novel because you want it to be perfect. As a result, you never get started. I am as guilty of that as the next person. I put off writing my first blog post for over a year. Then it took me about 6 months to actually write it. But all I did was postpone true productivity. Understand, being bad at something is part of the process. You must look ridiculous first. You must contradict yourself first. These phases can't be skipped. They have to be passed. The sooner you get them out of the way, the better. In the end, you will be remembered for your best work, not your worst work. But if you don't start, you won't be remembered for anything. What are your favorite productivity hacks? Let me know in the comments.